Hello, viewers, and welcome to this talk show. Today, we are here to introduce to you a major clinical research methodology workshop called the CReDO workshop, which is happening there for the last 5 to 6 years. Fortunately, one of our colleagues, Dr. Rakesh John, who is the consultant in the pain and palliative care department, had the opportunity to attend this year. So he is here to share his experiences regarding the CReDO workshop, so that more of us are aware of the same, and we more of us utilize these opportunities in the future. Welcome, Dr. Rakesh John.
Hi everyone, I am Dr. Ragesh John. I'm the consultant, pain and palliative medicine, Amala Institute of Medical Sciences.
Welcome. So you told that you had this opportunity to
Yes,
attend the
yeah,
CReDO
yeah.
workshop. Can you briefly tell us what the
Okay.
CReDO workshop is?
First of all, I feel very much fortunate and privileged to be able to attend the sixth annual CReDO workshop, which was held from 5th to 10th March at the L&T Leadership Academic Center, Lonavala, Mumbai. Talking about the CReDO workshop, CReDO stands for International Collaboration for Research Methods Development in Oncology. It's an intense oncology protocol development workshop, which is modeled around similar workshops which is held in the United States, Europe, and Australia. The CReDO workshop is mainly organized by the Tata Memorial Center in collaboration with the National Cancer Grid.
You mean the Tata Memorial Center in Mumbai?
Yes, Tata Memorial
Yes,
Center.
that's great. So you told that it's an international workshop, and I'm sure that the selection and application process would not be very easy. Can you please briefly tell us how you came to know about this workshop, and how the selection process was, and how the application process was, like when it all starts, etc.?
To get selected for the CReDO workshop, actually you have to submit a concept of your research proposal, something related to oncological research. Actually, the online portal of the workshop will be open by the month of September and October, and you are open. You can submit your concept, around 1 to 2 pages of a concept proposal, into the online website of the workshop. And following which, the CReDO team will analyze the various aspects of your research proposal, including its feasibility, its impact on the society, and change in medical practice. And once it fulfills the criteria, you will receive a confirmation mail regarding your participation regarding the main workshop.
So, did you have to send your CV also along with this?
Actually, you have to send your CV along with a reference letter from your principal investigator or guide to support your research proposal.
So that means one of the most important part of this application process is the concept letter.
Yes, it's the main concept that how is the study is designed and the impact of your study on the clinical practice and the change, so the impact on the society.
Okay.
That will decide your selection process.
Okay. So, for others to get an idea about this concept, can you just briefly explain what your concept research proposal was like?
Actually, my proposal was a clinical trial comparing two opioid analgesic drugs in the management of cancer pain. Usually, during the selection process, I submitted a 50 to 100 words proposal through the online website along with my reference letter from my guide. And once got selected for the main workshop, during this, the 50 to 100 concept sheet was converted into a full-fledged protocol by the end of the workshop. That is one of the main highlights of the CReDO workshop. You convert your concept sheet to a full-fledged protocol by the end of the workshop.
Okay, so you told that you went into the workshop with a 1 or 2 page concept, and at the end of the workshop, it came out. You came out with a full proposal. Can you elaborate what happens in this 1 week? How this concept is developed into a proposal,
Okay.
or how this workshop was structured?
Actually, once you get selected for the main workshop, there will be a series of pre-workshop webinars,
Yes.
which will be dealing with various aspects of research methodology taken by eminent faculty, both national and international. So these pre-workshop webinars will be usually conducted in the weekends, around 4 to 5 sessions before the workshop. So these pre-workshop webinars will give you a greater idea on the research methodology and how your study should be conducted and structured. And once you enter into the main workshop, the workshop is a combination of didactic talks on research methodology. The main highlight of the workshop is focused protocol development sessions, in which you'll be divided into groups and the faculty will mentor you in your protocol development. Also, we have focus group discussions on several topics on research methodology, and also we have the meet the expert session. So, when the workshop starts on day one with the didactic talks. So, for example, on day one we had a talk on protocol writing by Professor Ian Tannock, Professor of Medicine, University College Toronto. So after the direct talks, which will covers a certain portion of the research methodology, in the evening hours, the main highlight of the workshop is the protocol development sessions. So there were around 60 participants, total of 60 participants, and more than 30 faculties in the workshop.
Oh.
So during the protocol development
So it's
sessions,
almost like every two students will have one
one
faculty.
faculty.
Okay,
So during
that's
the
quite a huge number. Yes.
protocol development sessions, the whole of the team will be divided into several groups.
So the protocol development session means the evening, afternoon,
Evening hours.
sessions.
Evening
Okay.
hours will be the protocol development sessions.
Oh,
So we'll be divided into several groups. So each group will contain about 8 participants along with 4 faculty to mentor that group.
okay.
So during the protocol development session in my group, there was eminent faculty like Dr. Mahesh Parmar, the Director of CRC Clinical Trial Units, University College London. We had Dr. Priya Ranganathan, Professor of Anesthesiology from Tata Memorial Hospital.
Okay.
We had Sri Kumaran Nair, the Head of Biostatistics,
Yeah.
Jimmar Pondicherry, and A.S. Ramakrishnan, Head of Gastrointestinal Oncology and Head of Clinical Research Unit at our Cancer Institute, Chennai.
These were the mentors that you
Mentors
had in your team.
in my group.
Okay.
There were 8 participants.
Mhm.
So what they do in the protocol development session is that they will ask you to present a certain part of your research proposal each day,
Each day.
and they will suggest the necessary modifications
Oh,
and how it will be structured in a proper way.
okay.
Any changes need to be made in your study design. So each day we finish up with a certain part of our proposal.
Okay.
One advantage is that you can make suggestions on your proposal also, and you can give suggestions to your proposal of your group members.
Okay.
So you can be listen to the proposals of your group members, how they are designed, so you get a broader idea of clinical research
Okay.
during 1 to 2 hours of the protocol development sessions. And after the sessions, in the evening hours, they will be give you homework, which you have to do in the Google documents that is regarding the portion of the proposal you discussed on that day.
Okay.
And the faculty will look into this homework that day itself, and next day we submitted to the CReDO team.
Okay.
So each day we finish off with a certain part of our proposal, and by the day 5 we will be finish off with a full proposal, which is ready to be submitted to the ethical institutional board.
Good.
So one of the interesting factors of this CReDO workshop is that faculty also work equally like us.
Mhm.
So they will sit in the evening hours, analyze all our submissions, make necessary corrections.
Yeah.
This gives a great encouragement to keep working in the
Evening
during the workshop hours.
That's good. So when you talk about a typical day, I think it starts with a didactic lecture
Yeah.
and might be one or two didactic lectures. In the evening or the after lunch
Yes, sir.
sessions, you will disperse into small groups
Sections. Okay.
where you discuss your specific protocols.
Protocols.
But in the morning time, you will be discussing about the concepts of
research
clinical
methodology
research.
okay.
Okay.
Usually the workshop is very structured.
Mhm.
Each day we get a pre-schedule of the work on that day's workshop in our WhatsApp groups.
Mhm.
So usually day in the morning hours, so we can join the recreational activities such as cycling or boot camp. After that, everyone we have a delicious breakfast. Food is very excellent. We are delicious. We get a wide variety to choose from. After the breakfast, we gather in the main lecture hall and we'll be having these talks on by the eminent faculty such as Ian Tanoff, Christopher Booth, Mark
Yeah, you
Bush.
mentioned that.
All this faculty will
I'm
be
sure you
giving.
won't be able to mention
Okay,
everybody's
okay.
name here. Yeah.
They will be giving out talks on their based on their recent research studies.
Yeah.
In the direct talks, so they will cover a certain portion of the research methodology.
Right.
And after the main talks, there will be the protocol development group sessions. That's I discussed earlier. We'll discuss a certain part of protocol development program. And also we have focus group discussions dealing with several aspects of the research methodology, such as clinical trials, ethical issues.
Right.
We are invited to join the group and make our suggestions and clarify our doubts. During the main talks also, we are given the option to share our doubts and clarify our doubts there and then itself.
Okay. So you mentioned that there was around 60 participants, and you mentioned that the selection process was a bit tough. So can you just tell us how many applications would have been there, and what are the diversities in the among the applicants?
Last year, there were more than 200 applications that were submitted to CReDO, out of which 60 was selected for the main workshop program. That's based on selection process that the CReDO team.
So it's almost like 1:3 to 1 in every 3 to 4
Okay.
participants would be getting.
So actually, I told earlier the CReDO team will analyze all aspects of your proposal,
Yeah.
including its impact on society and change in medical practice, and will get selected for the main workshop.
Mhm.
The diversity of the participants, we had participants from both national and international participants. Nationally, we had participants from top institutes like CMC Vellore, Adayar, and several other institutions across the nation. Internationally, we had participants from Sri Lanka, Nepal, Mexico, Venezuela, and several countries across the globe.
From South American countries
South
also. Okay,
America,
that's
Mexico,
good.
all those
Yeah.
South countries across the globe.
Okay.
So participants were mainly a mixture of medical oncologists, surgical oncologists, pathologists, and statisticians, and several other researchers working in the field of oncology.
So it's not pure medical oncologists or clinical
Okay.
oncologists who are
we,
taking
we
part.
have physicians, statisticians, also take pathologists,
Yeah.
surgeons, all taking part in the workshop.
So anybody who is interested in research
Research
related to
research related
oncology,
to oncology
be
can
it a clinical or a non-clinical
clinical
side,
side
can also
can
take part
part
in
in the
this.
workshop.
So you told that the meeting happens in the LNTA training campus somewhere in Lonavala, which I've heard it's a beautiful hill station. So can you tell us more about the venue, the ambience, and also regarding the arrangements made by the organizers?
The main CReDO workshop is held at the Atlantic Leadership Academic Center, which is located in Lonavala. It's one of the popular hill stations located near to Mumbai city, known for its scenic beauty and serenity. The Atlantic Leadership Academic Center offers five-star facilities in an eco-friendly atmosphere. All the staff in the Atlantic was very friendly to us. They treated with great hospitality from the day one we entered the workshop. Regarding our stay, food, laundry, and academic services, all up to the mark. Regarding the transport, the CReDO organizers have arranged a transportation bus that will pick up you from the airport during the day of the workshop, and after the workshop and the workshop, they will drop you back at the airport.
So they're taken care of
Yeah,
almost
but
all the
almost
logistics.
all of the logistics are taken care of by the CReDO workshop. It's included in the package of the workshop.
Like how much was the fees for the workshop like?
Actually, CReDO has sponsorship from various funding agencies, both nationally and internationally, including the WHO. So the participants need to pay a very minimal amount, but a subsidized amount about the of the total workshop fees.
Hmm.
So you don't worry about the fees for the workshop. It's very minimal and subsidized rate.
Especially considering the fact that we have teachers coming from very
Okay,
high international
okay,
reputed organizations.
okay.
Okay, so you mentioned about your project, and you mentioned that it was a clinical study about two medicines in palliative care. How would you like to take it forward back when you reach back to your to Amala Hospital?
Okay, the CReDO workshop gave me an excellent platform to learn about research and the various aspects of research methodology. Gave me new exposure in the field of clinical research. So, apart from accomplishing my own research project, that might be done in my institution, I would also like to contribute the resources I gain from CReDO to my institution and to the society. So, I would like to be a part of the clinical research unit team of my institute and take part in several clinical trials and research projects involved in oncology. Also, I want to do my research study that I developed from the CReDO and at its maximum nice way it could be done. Also, CReDO gave me a platform to interpret clinical data and research, which I was this is a new area in my exposure in clinical research. So
Okay.
that also I gained from the CReDO workshop. So I look forward to be a good clinical researcher as a CReDO taught me.
Great. Thanks, Dr. Ragesh. That was really very enlightening about the CReDO workshop. So, this is all about the CReDO Research Methodology Workshop happening once in a year, somewhere in between Mumbai Pune Highway in a place called Lonavala. It's a very good platform to learn clinical research because you do a protocol development by yourself in front of international faculty there who also sit by yourself, and it's all in by your side, and it's almost like a one is to one training with very small groups and people attending to each of the small aspects of your research proposal. So any last bit of advice to the viewers regarding this?
All my colleagues who are interested in clinical research and want to go move forward with research methodology, CReDO is an ideal platform for you. So actually, you have to prepare a concept of a research proposal related to some areas of oncology and keep a close watch on the CReDO website when the application is open for submission. You can submit your proposal and preferably may get selected for the CReDO workshop. And CReDO team will be there to support you in all aspects of your research, career, and method and training programs related to the research. So CReDO is a good platform for to build up your research perspective.
Yeah, so I think even if you mention that it's an oncology workshop, because oncology or cancer affects almost any part of the body,
Okay.
any specialty, any subspecialty of medical or surgical or even non-clinical areas, they all have something to do with oncology. And so
Also,
it's not something that's exclusively confined to oncology departments alone, but almost any department can find some bit of oncology related research in their thought process and
okay.
can apply for.
It's right.
Thanks, Dr. Ragesh, for this. Amazing.